It's around 7 o'clock on August 8th, 2020, and welcome to the weather update. And we got some rain moving in. We got brushed by rain this morning. A couple of showers and thunderstorms out there. This looks like a little more substantial rain that's heading our way. And there are actually some thunderstorms in here. Now, they're probably going to avoid our area, but you can see some of these are severe. Severe thunderstorm south of Pennsylvania. Looks like it's heading toward. This is the last thing the southern part of New Jersey needs is a severe thunderstorm, so they're trying to get the power back on. But we got severe thunderstorms that are moving into Burlington County and Atlantic County, and maybe Gloucester County. And then there's another one over there. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Looks like north of Philadelphia. And these are producing a lot of lightning. As you can see here, this cell in particular, that's over here is producing quite a bit of lightning. This is the last thing we need is severe thunderstorms. But it looks like we'll see if they get to our area. I'm thinking it's going to stay more south of us as far as this severe thunderstorm activity. Because we were looking at the Cape yesterday, and there was high Cape to our south, but not over us. So I'll have to see, but look at all the lightning that they're getting there in that area. Is the last thing they need is severe weather, but that is exactly what they're getting. Now, speaking of lightning, this happened today. There was a lightning. I don't know if the words. I was not aware of any severe thunderstorms that hit our area today, but whatever. There was a lightning strike caused a massive power outage in northern Manhattan and Queens. So a massive power outage struck Friday morning in the upper part of Manhattan, knocking out not only lights but cell phone service, and a short time later the power went out in a large chunk of Queens as well. At one point it was pitch black as far as the eye could see along Broadway north of 73rd Street on both the east and west sides of Manhattan. Power came back around 20 minutes after for parts of the upper west side, although some spotty outage reports lingered after. So we are investigating a problem on our transmission system that caused the three networks in Manhattan to lose their electric supply at around 5:13 this morning. The supply has been restored in those areas, though about 90 minutes later the power went out in the middle village section of Queens, and 2 hours later it is still largely out. Interesting. So the outage map showed 140,000 customers without power, but that was down to Earth, so it was all restored. That affected a lot of people. 27,000 people out in Queens as well. And an overnight lightning strike caused the outage. So this is like the blackout of 77. It didn't affect the whole city, but lightning strike. I mean, come on. I mean, this really shows just how bad the power grid is in our area. It's just, it's inadequate. This is something I've been talking about before. I've made videos about it before, and now it's coming back to haunt us quite a bit. Looking at power outages, PSG Long Island. The information may not be accurate on this site. It says 198,558 people without power, but some of these may not be actually correct. So it says it says they have as of 6:30 p.m. today. They said 75% have been restored, and they said that they have less than 104,000 people without power. But we'll see. We'll see about that. All right. And these are the customer outreach centers here. So this is let's open this up. It says visit this site. So we'll go to. And we'll see. It should give us vast majority our customers are examples. This is what they're saying. Now they're saying that maybe some people won't be back until Sunday. They have a large number. There's no organization. It's just completely disorganized. So here are the customer outreach centers for free water and ice. Patchogue, Brentwood, Greenlawn, Roslyn, Woodmere, and Babylon. And that's it. Why are there so many on the South Shore? Well, let's see. We have Babylon, you have Woodmere, and you have I guess there aren't that many, but I mean this is all they have. I mean there's nothing in the middle of the middle of Nassau County, nothing. I mean this is not enough customer outreach centers. We're going to look at JCP&L right now. They're the other utility that people like to badmouth, but I still think they're better than PSCG Long Island. They have 131,210. At least their outage map is accurate. And if we go to JCP&L, let's see how many customer outreach centers they have. I So let's see if we can see if they have anything in here on their webpage about it. Let's see, I probably have to go to their Twitter. Oh, yes, this is, alright, here we go, JCP&L. So, let's see, they'll probably put it on their Twitter. So they have some more pictures here. Let's see. I know they have outreach centers, and they usually have a list of them. Let's see. I know they have a list of them. I don't know where the list is. Yeah, here we go. Water and ice available. So here we go. View the locations. Yeah, let's see the list of locations JCP&L provides, because I bet it's a lot more than PSEG Long Island. Let's see. Oh yeah. Look at all these. Look at all these. And the Monmouth County, there's like so many. Look at how many they have. Ocean County. Compared to Long Island, I mean, this is what we should be doing here. Right? And they have them at the ShopRites too. They set them up at the supermarkets, which is convenient for people. So again, JCP&L, while the power goes out a lot on JCP&L, they are good about informing people. So for those folks complaining about JCP&L, it could be worse. You could have PSEG Long Island. So anyway, getting back to the weather here, let's take a look at some of the current conditions across the area. We're still reeling from the storm, and I took a video today, a short video of some of the damage. Some of it's been cleaned up, and some of it hasn't, including that pole in Westbury. Still like that. All right, so it's starting to get a little humid out there. Dew points are starting to increase a little bit. They were a little lower earlier on, but temperatures haven't been all that warm. We've had some sun, but mostly cloudy skies. 75 to 80 generally was the temperatures today, but the humidity is coming up, and we have this feature that is going to bring us some showers and thunderstorms across our area. So let's go ahead and look at the models and see what is going to be happening from here. So first we're going to start with the upper air on the GFS. The GFS did a great job in forecasting Isaias, by the way. I'm curious, did they actually put up any summaries for Isaias, the Weather Service? Let's see if they did. I don't know if they actually did put a summary about Isaias on here. Sometimes they do put a summary up above these storms, but I don't know. That would be a separate video if I did it anyway, so no sense looking for it now. So here is the GFS, and you can see we have this little short wave coming through, but then we're going to have this ridge start building in the east, and it's not going to be a hugely strong ridge, and the ridge is sort of like an east-west kind of ridge, so it's not going to bring really intense heat, but it's going to keep us above normal, and maybe we'll get some shots of drier air from time to time or cooler air, but generally, as far as any nice, refreshing air masses, we're not really going to see that, unfortunately. It looks like it's forming something. This is toward the end of the period, but it's not a great pattern to be in. That's well, leave it at. And I'm not even going to bother looking at the euro on this. So let me go to the northeast here, and we'll look at our rain chances as we go into. So first start with the HRRR, and the last one we had was 18Z, so I'll have to use that one, the last long one, full one we've had. But you can see that rain moving into the area right around now, and then it moves on out, and then we have a chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm tomorrow, and then probably drier on Sunday. We'll look at the NAM 12 kilometer for Sunday here, and you can see that showers mostly would be inland, and Sunday a drier day, and then maybe a chance of some thunderstorms perhaps. Our next chance isolated thunderstorms will be Monday night. So let's go back to the GFS here, and we'll look at our temperatures, because they are going to be warming up, which is not what you want, I know. Hasn't been that hot. It's been nice the past couple of days. But tomorrow, I think, well, it still doesn't have it that hot tomorrow. It has there's probably a good deal of clouds over our area, maybe keeping the temperatures low, or maybe it's precipitation. Let's see. But it's precipitation. Yeah, see, it's got some showers over us. That would probably be why. So obviously it looks like it's going to have plenty of clouds. So tomorrow won't be too hot. But Sunday is going to start getting a little warmer. Still not terrible on Long Island, probably mid 80s, but in Jersey it could be around 90 degrees or a little bit above it. And then Monday, this when things start heating up. We have temperatures around 90 and then mid 90s in New Jersey. And then for Tuesday, again, Long Island seems to escape the worst of the heat. The worst the heat is in New Jersey. We're mainly in the 80s, but no real significant relief. As far as cool, dry air goes, in this pattern, you just can't get it. And then look at what it does toward later, around the 18th of August. It brings in some really bad heat again. That could be a really bad heat wave, 18th, 19th. Yeah, that could indicate we could have another major heat wave around that time period, because you saw how the ridge was flexing. Again, you could have that the upper 90s kind of deal again that we had back in July. Not what I want to hear. Not what I want to hear either. It's just this whole summer has been like a complete loss between the pandemic and the crappy weather we've been having. So see, dew points, yeah, not that low tomorrow. They'll be in the mid 60s. It won't be terribly humid. Try to maybe get the dew points down a little bit on Sunday, but probably not by much. And you can see that southwesterly flow. That would generally keep a sea breeze over Long Island, and it would be warmer inland, of course. Not terribly humid until we get to Wednesday. Then the humidity starts maybe getting up to that 70-degree mark with the dew points, and that's pretty high. But I mean, it'd be nice to have dew points in the 50s, wouldn't it? You can see that air is up to our north, but we just can't get into it, no matter what. That ridge just this like I said, the jet stream just won't let this air come down. It just won't. It just won't let it come down. So now we'll go to our cloud forecast, and I'm thinking that's why the temperatures are fairly low tomorrow. It has a good deal of cloudiness over us, which is probably why. Sunday, probably less clouds, but it won't be a clear day. Monday might be a clear day, but again, it's going to start heating up around those days. Tuesday might also be a mostly sunny day, but then Wednesday we'll have more clouds again. You could see maybe we try to get some relief in here temporarily. Maybe it looks like this looks like has a backdoor front look to it, but then here comes the warm front, and then we start blazing. So, yeah. I'll look at the NAM as far as the sky cover goes as well for tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, there'll be a lot of clouds and a slight chance of a shower. And less clouds for Sunday. Less clouds, but not clear. Yeah, like I said, not a great pattern. So if we go back to we'll go to the GFS, and we'll look at the jet stream, and I want to change the regions to North America. So we'll look at that, and we'll see what the problem is again. Alright, so if we look at the jet stream here, you will see the issue we have here, and that is we don't have a jet stream. You can barely see it on here. It's very weak, very diffuse, very confused. There's no, and it's all and it's staying north of the border. Pretty much north of the border. So it doesn't come. The jet stream is still in Canada, and so the whole country is basically dealing with above normal temperatures, and the cooler air is kind of just whatever the cooler air is left is just kind of stuck over there. That's the problem. Let me look at Ventus sky here as well with this, and I also want to look at the thunderstorms and the Cape levels here. So you can see they're off to the south. Actually, this is kind of underestimated because this area is a little further, a little closer. Let me look at tomorrow as far as the Cape goes. Yeah, we have some over New Jersey. So like I said, there could be the possibility of a strong thunderstorm, which is, like I said, the last thing we need right now with all of this. But I want to actually look at we'll use we'll use this one. That's fine. Wind speed, and we're going to look at the jet stream on this as well. So you can get an idea of what's happening in the upper air. And you can see it's just a mess. I mean, look at this. Look at this huge ridge that's just kind of going right into the Arctic Circle. And this is bringing in a lot of heat to the Arctic Circle, and that's helping to melt the ice. So I guess that'll be the last thing we'll look at in this weather update is the situation with the ice. Actually, I do want to look at this too, the storm predictions, and then we'll look at the situation for the ice. You can see they have part of the southern part of New Jersey in a marginal risk for today. What about tomorrow? Not really anything for us. Okay, so now we'll go look at the ice. See how it's doing here. We'll get the latest information on it, because I'm sure it's not good. Alright, so steep decline sputters out are the fast pace of ice loss observed in the beginning of July continued to the third week of July, and then they slowed down. So above average air temperatures obviously have caused that to happen. We're still very low. So if you look at this chart here, you'll see we actually set a new record this year for a minimum. We were below 2012, but now it's kind of meeting back up with 2012 again, and maybe we'll be above that 2012 point, hopefully, with a little miraculous intervention here. But this is what's left of the ice, and it's not a whole lot. You can see it's very thin ice over here, very thin, and it's just this little area right here that's really thick. If you look at the extent, this is the actual extent of the ice, and you can see it's just well below what it's supposed to be. So it just continues the trends that we have as as we deal with the climate crisis continues. And again, this jet stream is really part of it all. All you have to do is, we should not have a jet stream that's literally just stuck north of the border for months on end, and have a whole summer that's pretty much some variation of hot and humid, warm and humid, and and the humidity is just constantly with us with very little relief. That's not the way it's supposed to be. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.